Kobe spoke this. He used to say all the time. He used to say, I want to die young. I want to be immortalized. And, I want to have my career be better than Michael Jordan, and I want to die young. And I just thought he was just so crazy for saying that. The most skilled basketball player I ever see is Kobe Bean Bryant. He was older than I was. He came into the league before me. I know I had to sharpen my skills and my one-on-one skills if I wanted to compete against him. I had the athleticism, but the work ethic part I had to get from being around him. My first 2-3 seasons, I probably wouldn't have made it through those seasons if it wasn't for Kobe.
Yeah. I stayed with him and his parents back when I was 18 years old.
I just felt like he's been there, in those shoes. And I felt like, what better person to learn from? This is all new to me than somebody that's already been through it. And, we hit it off. So I had somebody to lean on, like, yo, man, you come out of high school, you the man, you getting all the shots, and then you come to an NBA team and you'll play one game, probably 20 minutes, and you don't see the floor for another 5. Like, it was just inconsistent, and I was being buried. And I was like, it was doing something to my confidence, right? So I had to lean on him at that time, and we talked relentlessly. And he was with the Lakers. I got to Orlando. I knew I was going to get his best. There was no backing down. Like, I knew I had to come and play against this dude every single possession. And it brought the best out of me. Because, you play some of these guys, some nights, you could drop 40 and you don't really have to go hard with him. But that stuff came from him, though. Like, us training together as young pups and seeing how he worked. And then watching him as he became this, one of the greatest players to ever play the game, footwork, right? How he approached the game. I took a couple of his moves. And I'm going to sit here and say it, he don't have to. I know he took a couple of my moves. This is the guy that I'm gunning for. He just brought the best out of me. That's just what it was. And I worked religiously of trying to get better, especially the 02-03 season when I led the league in scoring. And this dude rounded off like 9 straight 40 points. I was like, oh, hell no. I can't let him come get me for the scoring title. I might not win the championship this year, but I'm damn sure getting this scoring title. Once we both retired, we started reconnecting, having tournaments at the same place, texting and talking often, right? So our bond is coming back. That connection, just reconnecting with him and bringing back those old memories. I think I'm the one person that has a connection that nobody else has with Kobe. And I used to stay at his house, and this sounds crazy, but Kobe spoke this. He spoke this. He used to say all the time, I want to die young. He used to say, I want to die young. I want to be immortalized. And, I want to have my career be better than Michael Jordan, and I want to die young. And I just thought he was just so crazy for saying that. And I'm sure, once he had kids, he didn't have that mindset. I just remember us just, the minute I walked through those doors, like it was just an instant bond. And when I got the news yesterday, I had a dance with my daughter yesterday at my wife's event, and they came and told me the news, and I just couldn't believe it, just like everybody else. But I'm devastated. Just like everybody else. I mean, we go through our careers. Let me just back up. My first 2-3 seasons, I probably wouldn't have made it through those seasons if it wasn't for Kobe. Because he came in a year before me, same footsteps, straight out of high school. I used to call and lean on him for advice all the time. And he would give me that advice because we were brothers. And I went on, played for the Magic. He was playing for the Lakers and playing for championships. Our relationship kind of got lost because of his mindset and what he was trying to accomplish. And I was over here, and we go and play, our careers. And here we are, we have kids, and we're reunited, through AU basketball because of our kids. We're coaching our kids, and, that connection, just reconnecting with him and bringing back those old memories, going out, watch his kids practice, and having playing these games, and him watching my kids play was like the greatest thing. And I'll sit there and watch Gigi, and before the game, I'll go up and I'll give Gigi a hug and tell her, to go out there and kill. And she was like, "Don't worry about that, Uncle Mac. I got this." Oh. And she was special, man. She was special. She was built like Kobe. Her mannerism, everything. Just to watch her play, it was like watching a young Kobe. The move, she had a fadeaway. I'm 13 years old. I'm watching this girl, and it just looks like her dad out there. I'm like, damn, she's going to be special. And she's not going to get that opportunity. He's not going to get that chance for her to carry on that legacy. And the last tournament, I sat and I talked to Vanessa and the other 3 girls for like 20 minutes watching Gigi play. And my heart just goes out to Vanessa and those girls, and Pam and Joe, Shea and Sharia. I mean, this is hard, man.
In the game of basketball, in life, as a parent, Kobe left nothing in the tank. He left it all on the floor. Maybe Bryant, that he was just trying to be a better person, better basketball player. We talked about business. We talked about family. We talked about everything. And he was just trying to be a better person. Pretty sure Vanessa and his friends all can say the same thing. He knows how to get to you in a way that affects you personally, even though if he's being a pain in the ass. Ever have a sense of love for him and the way that he can bring out the best in you. And he did that for me. I remember maybe a couple of months ago, he sends me a text. And he's saying, "I'm trying to teach my daughter some moves. And I don't know what I was thinking or what I was working on, but what were you thinking about when you were as you were growing up, trying to work on your moves?" I said, "What age?" He says, 12. I said, 12, I was trying to play baseball. Sends me a text back saying, laughing my ass off. And this is at 2:00 in the morning. But the thing about him was we could talk about anything that related to basketball, but we can talk about anything that related to life. And we, as we grow up in life, rarely have friends that we can have conversations like that. Well, it's even rare when you can grow up against adversaries and have conversations like that. I went and saw Phil Jackson in 1999 or maybe 2000. I don't know when Phil was here in LA. And I walk in and Kobe said, "Did you bring your shoes?" No, I wasn't thinking about playing. His attitude to compete and play against someone he felt like he could enhance and improve his game. To me, that's what I loved about the kid. Absolutely loved about the kid. No matter where he saw me, it was a challenge. And I admired him because his passion, you rarely see someone who's looking and trying to improve each and every day, not just in sports, but as a parent, as a husband. I am inspired by what he's done and what he shared with Vanessa and what he's shared with his kids. I have a daughter who is 30, I became a grandparent. And I have 2 twins. I have twins at 6. Can't wait to get home to become a girl dad and to hug them and to see the love and the smiles that they bring to us as parents. He taught me that just by looking at this tonight, looking at how he responded and reacted with the people that he actually loved. These are the things that we will continue to learn. From this day forward, I will live with the memories of knowing that I had a little brother that I tried to help in every way I could. Please rest in peace, little brother.
47 years old, lost 2 grandmothers, lost a Sarge, lost my sister. And now I lost a little brother. Last couple months been really tough. I haven't been sleeping. Haven't been doing the normal things I usually do. I work, we laugh, we kid, we joke. When I get back home and look at reality, it was just hurts. The names will be attached together for what we did. People always ask about our relationship, and I tell them it's just like me and Charles. You got two strong-minded people that are going to get it done that way. We're going to say certain things. The respect will never be lost. When it comes to be inside the lines and win, that's what me and him, that's what we did. That's what me and Charles, that's what we do. So the other day I'm downstairs working out with my son Shaq, my nephew Columbus, and my other nephew comes in, Bryant, and he shows me his phone. And I snapped at him. I said, man, get that out of my face. Just get it away from me. We live in a world where anything could be photoshopped, anything could be hoaxed. I didn't want to believe it. Everybody called me. And then we found out it was confirmed. It was sort of like a triple stabbing to the heart, because after you cry and wonder about that, then I get back on the internet, Rick Fox is on the plane. So now I'm sick even more. I'm calling Rick, he's not answering. So now I'm like, what's going on? And then the final blow, his lovely daughter was with him on the helicopter. Every time I saw his lovely wife and his kids, hi, my name is Uncle Shaq. I don't know if they know me as a basketball player, it doesn't matter. Hi, I'm Uncle Shaq. I try to make them laugh. He would do the same thing. Sharif called me devastated and said, Kobe, just text me to check and see how he's doing. And he used to do that from time to time. You know, it just makes me think that in life, sometimes instead of holding back certain things, we should just do. Like, I don't talk to you guys as much as I need to. The fact that we're not going to be able to joke at his Hall of Fame ceremony. We're not going to be able to say, hi, I got 5, you got 4. The fact that we're not going to be able to say, if we would stay together, we could have got 10. Those are the things that you can't get back. And with the loss of my father, my sister, I could just say something to him. Again, last time I talked to him was when we were here and I asked him to get 50 and he got 60. It's the last time I spoke to him. I just really have to now just take time and just call and say, I love you. Rick Fox finally called me and said, man, I love you. B. Shaw called me. So I'm going to try to do a better job of just reaching out and just talking to the people rather than always procrastinating, because you never know. Life is too short. I could never imagine nothing like this. I was thinking the other day, I've never seen anything like this. All the basketball idols that I grew up, I see them. They're old. My father used to tell me about the 3 great big men. I met them. I seen them. And the fact that he lost probably the world's greatest Laker, world's greatest basketball player, is just, listen, people are going to say, take your time and get better, but it's going to be hard for me. I already don't sleep anyway, so. But I'll figure it out. People just, my spirit just left my body. I just wish I could be able to say one last thing to the people that we lost, because, once you're gone forever. And, we should never take stuff like that for granted. My condolence goes out to his family, his mom, his dad, his sisters, the other families, everybody involved. I continue to be devastated over the loss of my friend, my little brother, Kobe Bryant, and my beautiful niece, Gigi. Just know that we got your back, little brother. I'll look after things down here. I'll be sure to teach Natalia, Bianca, and Baby Capri all your moves, and I promise I will not teach them my free throw techniques. I take comfort in the fact as we speak, Kobe and Gigi are holding hands, walking to the nearest basketball court. Kobe will show us some new Mamba moves today, and Gigi soon masters them. Kobe, your heavens MVP, I love you, my man, till we meet again.
Dear Kobe, this is gonna be tough, but I need to get this off my chest. Everybody clear out for me and Kobe. Clear the paint for Chuck and Kobe one last time. Kobe Bean Bryant, my guy. The first time I saw you playing against Black Jesus, you were 18 years old. I knew you were a killer. That's when I realized you were going to be a legend in this game. You were talented. I wasn't tall, but in my mind, I was going to be a giant out there every single night. You were 6'6" and could score in your sleep. But that wasn't even enough. You was trying to be the best that ever did it. Everybody say they want to be that, but not everybody is willing to sacrifice what it really takes to do it. Remember when I came to LA the first time our rookie year? You picked me up at the hotel and we went out to get something to eat. And you asked me what I was doing later. I said I was going to the club. I mean, we're in LA. I'm going to the club. Kobe, come on, man. And what you say? I'm going back to the gym. You probably the only dude in the history of the game where the mystique wasn't exaggerated. The Mamba was no myth, man. It didn't even do you justice. Well, I'm the shit too. And you were the shit. You were the toughest man that I ever seen in this game. The most cold-blooded serial killer I've ever seen. The fiercest competitor I've ever seen. I remember hearing the story that you were on the road and you were watching highlights of me dropping 35 on the Knicks at the Garden our rookie year. And you got so mad you smashed up the hotel and started researching me like you were the CIA. Get me to file on AI. I bet it was like that. Studying how great white sharks hunt down seals in the Pacific Ocean and whatnot. What I love about that story, it's the truth. That was just our relationship. Two dudes pushing each other to greatness. The next time you came through Philly, you were all up in my shit. There was no half-stepping. Every first step, I had to go 100. You were 6'6", and it was like you wanted to guard me. You wanted the challenge. You wanted to show me that you were the baddest motherfucker to ever play the game. And I ain't want no part of Kobe on the other end. Man, hell no. I ain't stopping you. Ain't nobody stopping you. You were Kobe. And you were gonna do whatever you wanted to do out there. Because you were a sniper, an assassin, a cold-blooded killer. And now I'm talking about you in the past tense. And I still get emotional about it. It still don't seem real. You were my guy. The 2001 finals, we were going at each other like fighters. Not on some beef or hatred. That's what some people could never understand. Not out of hate, out of admiration, out of love. I can't tell you how many pictures I've seen of me and you at the free throw line, talking shit and just smiling. Man, who the hell loses the NBA scoring title averaging 33 a game? How the hell you up me averaging 35 like that, man? Why you had to do that to me? You had to do it because you. Because you Kobe Bean Bryant. Because you're a straight up giant. You probably watch me doing my thing on SportsCenter every night, like 41, huh? Let me get 43. See how you like that, Chuck. I was always confident. I knew what I could do. I was a scorer. I was a winner. I did it my way. I won some games, but you were a champion. You got rings. You got rings on rings. You were loved all over the damn world, and you were loved in my own house. My oldest daughter loved Kobe Bryant. She always wanted Dad to win, don't get me wrong, but she wanted Kobe to go off too. My kids used to be always hitting me, talking about they wanted the Kobe kicks when they came out. They were rocking number 8 and number 24 because you were one of their heroes. And if I'm being honest about it, you were a hero to me too. Even though you were younger than me, I looked up to you because of how much you sacrificed, how much you gave to this game. Anytime anybody asks me who's the greatest of all time, I ain't gonna bullshit you. I'm always gonna say Kobe Bryant. Nobody was tougher than you. Nobody got more out of me. We're linked forever in this game, in this life. I just wish we had more time. It's funny, I don't know if I ever told you this, but one of my favorite memories is coming to see you in LA when they retired 8 and 24. Who the hell is so dope for so long they get 2 different numbers up in the rafters? I couldn't miss that moment for the world. But you know what's crazy about it? Everybody in the Staples Center was treating me like we won the ring in 2001. Security was giving me all types of problems when I was trying to get down there to the floor, man. Y'all won, Los Angeles. I'm trying to get to the court and congratulate you like that's my guy. And security is looking at me like I'm crazy. Y'all won. Y'all got all the rings. Man, I finally got onto the floor and I gave you a hug and you were holding your baby girl in your arms. That was a moment I'll never forget. I was just so happy to be there. I was happy to be a part of the legacy that is Kobe Bean Bryant. Where did time go, man? The first trip to LA feels like it was yesterday. We were just kids with everything in front of us. You asked me what I was doing later. I told you I was going to the club. You told me you were going back to the gym. I'll never forget that. You're not here on this earth anymore, but you're not going either. You just say the name Kobe Bryant, and all the memories come back in a split second. I can see you pointing your finger up in the air, walking off the court after you dropped 81 on Toronto. I can see you jumping in the air just like Mike after you won the title. I can see you standing there next to me at the free throw line, smiling, not even saying anything, just looking at me like it's on, Chuck. Those memories ain't going nowhere. And yeah, we're gonna cry. We're still gonna cry sometimes when we remember that you really gone. But we're gonna smile like a motherfucker every time we think of the memories. I don't really know how I'm supposed to close out a letter like this. I don't really know how to say goodbye to an NBA legend, a father, a husband, a friend. I don't really have the words. All I know is, love you, bruh. Sincerely, Chuck.
How do you describe Kobe Bryant? You know, it's like, how do you describe a God walking on earth? You know, you just can't until you realize that now all that's left is just beautiful memories. Kobe means to me what it means to plant seeds and watch them grow, to endure pain, trauma, and hurt, and go through an array of negative emotions, you know, how you feel about yourself, and then also talk about the journey and the climb back to being something better. As a kid growing up, you see older people that you idolize or people that you admire, and you want to just connect with them. And the only way to connect with them is through, you know, kind of what they provide, some type of art, some type of knowledge, some type of education.
They say Kobe ain't top 5? Out of here. You kidding me? And guess what they say the reason why he's not top 5? Oh, because he played with Shaq. Okay. Did Magic Johnson play with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was the all-time leading scorer? But you want to sit here and talk about Kobe playing with Shaq? You gotta play with great players to win championships, right? Why are we excluding Magic Johnson playing with James Worthy, Michael Cooper, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hall of Famers, bro? You want to associate Shaq with Kobe. But then when Shaq leaves, he goes to get Pau Gasol and wins 2 more, but plays for 3 and wins 2 more. They so disrespectful when it comes to being, bro. They talking about he ain't better than MJ. Well, he can't be top 5. He's not better than MJ. What? He's the closest thing to MJ. Well, tell me the other motherfucker that's close to MJ then, that played the game. Who else is close to MJ? Ain't nobody else close to MJ. So how is he excluded out of this conversation if he's close to MJ? And MJ is the greatest of all time. Help me understand that. Bro, that man is top 5. You ask anybody that has played against Michael Jordan and played against Kobe Bean Bryant in that era, they would tell you Bean is top 5 all time.